you know, it's going to go one way or another. It's going to look terrible or it's going to look amazing.
Trying to make a connection as well as Mickey slowing them down with the Lucent
23 is TPing.
Maelstrom is online now for 23 Savage. Makoto completely out of mana though. The full Eclipse now basically reserved for Jabs, but he gets off the curse just in time. And that means Mickey is beating the ever-living crap out of Obi. Gets saved though. Nice job from Insania, but the Chronosphere coming out onto Mickey because Insania can't link up to the Luna any further. Flipping a 2-for-1 to start as Q's gonna drop next. Nisha getting extremely low and is brought down by 23 Savage. Finishing that Maelstrom just in time. A double kill for him. Boxy back into the fight again. Gets 23 Savage inside the cog. The time walk towards the fountain. And you can see Insania was looking like he might have wanted to link up to Nisha. He's getting charged still, and he will die. He gets most of the Ancients, but just like that, 2 dead for Liquid. Jabs, Cold embracing himself. The Global comes out. Zai also out of mana and surrounded by members of Talon. Jab's just going to go down to the Familiars, but it'll be a trade for Zai. So 3 dead for Liquid, and they find the offlane and support. Boxy, play, but this is going to be 2 sets of racks for Liquid. And Talon still jumping in. Mickey pops the BKB, has Insania linked up to him right now. 23 Savage barely gets out in time with a big time walk. And Liquid not looking to stop anytime soon.
That's a solo curse.
Solo curse not going to last that long, so another wasted ult it feels like. Now the Aghanim Scepter online for the Storm, but do they have the Wombo combo potential? 23 Savage in and out again, but these buildings are just melting in the face of Liquid. There's the initiation from Makoto into absolutely nothing because they have nothing, but Mickey still drops. The melee racks 1 hit away. Nisha going in for the last-ditch effort here. We'll be able to get that melee racks. The range, the only thing alive now for Talon between them and Mega Creeps. As Q gets bursted into the ground, it's a buyback down to the Spirit Breaker. But this is going to be Megas for Liquid. Despite losing their position 1, they get basically everything they signed up for.
23 in the back.
This will be a dieback if he's not careful. Jabs getting bursted down by this Pulse Nova. There's the Chronosphere onto 2. It's going to be enough to take out Zai. Let's see if Insania will be next. Nice fuels from Nisha.
Good
Makoto comes in with the Electric Vortex onto 2. Big charge coming in as well. They finally take down the IO. But even if they were to team wipe here, it's still Mega Creeps. Nisha TPing out, but the Nether Strike is there to cancel it. He's going to have to try to get back the old-fashioned way.
Good cogs.
Nice cogs from Boxy, keeping 23 Savage busy. But they have vision, so Q gets another charge onto Nisha on the back line as Boxy's going to go down to the right clicks. So the last remaining, adding insult to injury, Mega Creeps, they get the Wisdom Rune. Nisha will likely die as Q really wants to finish him off, and he'll do so. Trying to delay from the likes of Zai.
All known as a jump, you can just go into buildings.
Walks in, time walks out. Zip on in, zip on out. That's all they can do, but the buildings are still melting to the Familiars and the Moonglaves. Both tier 4s extremely low. Q forced to pop his BKB.
Eclipse.
There's the Eclipse coming out. There's the Chronosphere onto 4 heroes into absolutely nothing. That has been the problem for Talon all game long, but a nice charge. Keeping Nisha at bay. He's getting pretty low with the Bloodstone, keeping him nice and healthy. Another Eclipse comes out. Not enough to get an initial kill, though. But again, the Ancient exposed. There's the fortification, but Liquid will likely be able to take this out now as GGs are called.
Then you're dealing with a Storm and a Mars that will have easy times fighting you in the trees.
He's going to be the one to pop the smoke as Jab comes in with the BKB and the Arena, and it looks like the Aegis will be claimed by Talon and 23 Savage. He pops his BKB a little bit prematurely as Boxy's going to be the first to fall. And
Makoto's out of mana.
With the Bloodstone, Makoto bursted down by Mickey. Does have the buyback. Let's see if the rest of Talon want to fight or disengage. That's going to be the buyback from Makoto, though. Insania, he's going to get dropped, so no IO in this fight. Any way to buy back as well. Mickey.
Goes to stop.
Click from afar, Boxy in the trees. Jab is completely surrounded and brought down, but Makoto trying to finish off the Sven. He does so, and Zai looks to be next on the list for Talon. He's going to Timber Chain TP, and no way to cancel it.
Mid on mid-smoke.
Both are going to pop here shortly. There's the zip in, the Mars Arena #1 from Jab, so they're going to try to focus on the other side as Boxy's really deep. He gets taken out first.
Signed it back.
Yep, that's the double chakra with the boom boom time coming for Ollie. Gets destroyed, but there's a nullifier to take it off shortly after. It's a buyback onto the Elder Titan. They don't have the same for Boxy, though, Liquid side. And Nisha, a little bit of a late BKB, getting the Splitter off onto Terrorblade, but Nisha gets controlled and brought down. That's a huge kill for Talon. And now Liquid on the run, but they're going to get kept in place thanks to Jabs and company, but Insania able to get able to get Mickey out of dodge. Zai will not be so lucky in all likelihood. Very tanky. but will be taken out in the end. So good fight from Talon.
Nope, and Insania. Don't want to. Oh, Hex.
And the Hex to start things out. Actually,
Jabs.
double Hex this time.
Oh, what a
get
storm
another
forward,
Hex
man.
onto the Storm Spear, but there's a Mars Arena onto Zai. He's very tanky indeed. Makoto getting relatively low will zip away. 23 Savage will run away
Looking
with
for
the
Sunder.
BKB, getting up the Sunder onto Zai. There's a second
Four-man arena
from Jabs. It's going to connect mostly onto the IO, but the Sven is taking massive damage. He will drop to the deck. 2 minutes without your Sven at
That's
all.
Zai as well.
Buybacks coming out from Liquid en masse. Makoto's the only casualty for Talon. He will buy back now as Jabs getting chased into the tree line. Getting forced, but will not survive the onslaught. And Boxy, he's getting controlled. As 23 Savage, he's going to take
Sunder.
a finger of death. The Sunder,
Oh, no,
the Lotus Orb is going to prevent him from using it. Nicely played from Liquid. They take out the TB.
Oh, they're going for the game-winning play
Yeah,
here.
that's a buyback now onto the side of 23 Savage. Double Chakram, no connection on the tree again for Zai. That actually might save the life of Q, as now Ollie with his BKB trying to run away. Makoto getting a nice stun onto 2 heroes with the spear to follow, doing massive damage, but their TB is not here yet. They don't have the physical damage.
He was waiting in base for the
Makoto,
travels.
Makoto go back in, getting the Chakra on him. Going to get force-staffed out of the Chakrams. It's the Electric Vortex with the Nullifier now onto Nisha, trying to find somebody, gets the Hex again, but Q and company very low, but they'll be able to take out
the spear misses.
the Nisha in the end. Makoto gets the kill. Now that's an instant buyback, and Jabs getting sundered by his teammate will actually save him for the time being, as Zai and company still surrounding him. Jabs gets force-staffed out. Nice double spear again. They have so many ways to kite the side of Liquid. Makoto comes in with barely any mana as the Earth Splitter connects. Nisha is dead, and another arena, the third of this fight, and this is going to be a full team wipe for Talon, and they will win game number 2 because they can just go for throne. No buybacks even remotely close.
Holy, what a fight, actually. Just keep going back and forth. Everyone's on 10% HP. I love the buybacks from Talon.
Not over yet. There is a buyback now onto the Sven, but he's going to be back in 15 seconds anyway.
Can he 2-on-5 this? With Lion, he's got a buyback even.
Yeah, we'll see. They get the tier 4 towers, and Talon playing very, very passively.
Okay, there's the Hex
get
from
the
Q.
Hex though. Trying to go back in. And Mickey waiting for that 23 Savage meta, which is now up, and he's hitting that Ancient. Mickey has to do something. There's the Hex initiation from Boxy. Mickey trying to finish somebody off. Makoto able to zip away just out of distance.
Demon Seal.
Perhaps if you were Superman, you'd be able to catch up to him, but no! They gave the axe to the Lash instead, and they're gonna die outright, so GG's are called. And
I think I go for Liquid here. I think it does actually what BSJ said. It's very accurate.
either way, in matches this important as 23 Savage, he's going to be spotted. Fortune's End is going to hit him. And he has his shift available. Boxy going to try to block. This would be a really big kill for Liquid if they can find him. Very, very tanky target. Great job from Boxy, and the blood grenade is there.
But with how Talon play right now, this is just what we always see gaming gladiators do. You have this super strong Ember on Makoto.
Yeah, Nisha's used most of his spells. Still has his ult.
Have a
Can
toss
he get
of
it off
low.
in time? Echo Stomp going to be there as Insania. Looks like he'll get right-click down, but Nisha does get off his ult in time.
Mickey's here.
Showing up for this fight as well. He's going to try to focus on the Tiny instead as the Chrono is placed. A nice swash is there. Q is dead. The Remnant's onto the low ground as Makoto getting chased by the big bad Brood. Another Remnant out. Fade Bolt connects. The Spiders continuing to chase as Zai
has another
looking
slide.
to finish it off, but the Flame Guard is there. So some way, somehow, Makoto lives.
Him, there's a Chrono, the Defiant Shell.
Okay. You don't see that every day. Q comes in, trying to save his team, but the BKB from Zai will save him as Mickey, by using that Chrono, will try to time walk away. 23 Savage.
He can try to bash him.
Yep, the bash does connect through the BKB of Mickey, but he time walks away again, but that's a counter time walk from 23 Savage into the wave form. Range Rax is dead. Of course, just losing one Rax is not that big of a deal. His initiation from Q is completely stopping his track as Mickey jumping in as well. The Chrono Spear onto 3. They're gonna be able to kill the Tiny, but the Eon just procs onto Darkseer. Jabs trying to get some help from 23 Savage. Finally turns it into the void. Trying to take out Insania, but another
Holy shit, 23?
Mickey taking so much damage. The false promise is right there, right outside the panel. He should be able to live as a result. And 23 Savage, Nisha getting his second ult off, it looks like. Swashbuckling on the other side of the wall as he's pursued, and he's blocked in now by 23 Savage. A huge slide, and Nisha dead for 2 full minutes. but into the
Holy shit!
23 Savage goes! He's controlled for the time being, but he uses the timeout again. A lot of damage back. His Boxy still gonna live some way, somehow. And 23 Savage time walks back to the tier 3. A nice toss back. Zai being brought back into the fray as Makoto pops his BKB.
23 Savage, he doesn't care.
Prematurely. You can see their base is actually dying on the other side as well, but it's just to creep most of the focus here from the side of Talon on these buildings. And you can see
Zai's
the damage being
pushing.
applied on the other side. How close is he? If the Ancient is fully exposed, can they outpush
Oh,
the
they cancel the TP!
Brood only
They
has
cancel
that half
the TP!
HP. The cancels of the TPs. Can they kill
Oh
the
my
Ancient?
God!
No way!
Hello?
Talon, you better be careful because Zai's coming for your bait.
What?
And he's gonna win game 1. Oh my goodness!
Are you serious?
He has zero reaction. He is
guy is
completely
dead
dead inside.
Want to dominate the gaming world? Join the ranks of dedicated gamers. Subscribe and conquer.